you are.
Right now.
You spit in my face. Get that gun out of your hand, you
goddamn
psycho.
Connecticut State Trooper.
I don't care who you are.
Right now.
You spit in my
Get off
face.
my property
You're
right
going
now.
to jail now.
Get
Look
off
at
my
this.
property
Look
right
at
now.
this. He spit in my
Get off my
face.
pro-
You said
You're
you're
right
going
in my
to jail.
face.
It's all being recorded.
I don't care.
I know you don't care.
Property
Because you don't face any
right now.
consequences. Don't
This is
spit in
the
my
biggest
face.
mistake you ever
No,
made.
no, it's not.
This
It's
is
the biggest mistake you ever made. Look at the gun in his hand. He spit in my face. I want him arrested.
So we went through the assault statute, and there's nothing that specifically states that spitting on somebody is an assault. Turn around for me.
Do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. This is ridiculous.
Picture this. Someone walks up and rings a doorbell. Could be a Girl Scout, right? Now imagine that after being asked to leave, she immediately begins walking away. And then the homeowner runs inside, grabs a gun, comes back out, and spits in her face as she's backing off the property. Now imagine the police arrive and arrest the Girl Scout. That's about the level of logic at play here. Long Island Audit wasn't storming the gates. He wasn't screaming, threatening, or acting erratic. He walked calmly to the door of Connecticut State Trooper Sergeant Bryan Fahey's house to ask about something very public. Overtime pay, which allegedly just happened to make up 38% of Fahey's income in 2023 and 36% in 2024. You know, totally outrageous questions like, are you abusing taxpayer money? Only instead of Thin Mints, Reyes brought a camera, which these days might as well be a Molotov cocktail in the eyes of law enforcement.
We are here today, as you can see, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to protest and resist tyranny, and also to investigate allegations of corruption that has been made against Connecticut State Trooper Sergeant Bryan Fahey. As you can see behind me, Sergeant Bryan Fahey is no stranger to tyranny and corruption. Let's get into it. Now, as far as the allegations being made against Sergeant Bryan Fahey, I was told through an anonymous tip that he is receiving fraudulent overtime every single year. Now, that was strange to me because Sergeant Bryan Fahey, as we know, is the sergeant of pistol permits in an office. How does he receive overtime to begin with? Isn't it a 9-to-5 job? So I did some investigating, and Sergeant Bryan Fahey makes over $200,000 a year. Now get this, $75,000 of that $212,000 to be exact comes from overtime. $75,000. How can this be? Does he stay late when they're closed after 5 o'clock? Does he go back on the streets to patrol? I mean, I was told by my sources that he was kicked out of patrol and he's a danger to the community. That's why they have him working in the office. But to get $75,000 in overtime every single year from a desk job, it didn't add up. And that's why I came here to Sergeant Bryan Fahey's neighborhood to protest his tyranny and corruption, the lack of accountability, but also, as any good independent journalist would, to ask questions about this overtime allegation. Oh, I'm currently being recorded, his Ring camera said.
Can I help you?
Hey, Sergeant Fahey, how are you?
You gotta get off my property. Fahey opens the door. He tells Reyes to leave. And Reyes, believe it or not, immediately complies. Turns around, walks off, done. But Fahey? Oh no. Letting it go would have required emotional maturity.
Nope, there is no posted sign. There's no problem. Do you have any, let's go. Do you have any comment on the allegations that you are, I am moving?
Instead, Fahey steps inside and comes back out with a handgun because obviously a man walking away respectfully is the most dangerous kind. Oh, and he spat on Reyes in the process because professionalism. An armed state employee escalating a non-event into a felony-level tantrum, and yet no arrest. Not for Fahey. He gets a pass.
Do you have any comment on the allegations that you are receiving? Couldn't even get the question out. Ladies and gentlemen, he was so angry. Couldn't even get the question out. He says that there's no trespassing signs. Let's see. Let's see if there's no trespassing signs. What a coward. He can assault me in broad daylight while receiving taxpayer money. But the minute an independent journalist comes to his home, and he's probably going to try and get me unlawfully arrested now. As you could see, I moved back his camera that says you are currently being recorded. Film this guy. You're crazy. What do you think I'm doing, you psycho? You have a weapon in your hand? What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't have any weapons. I'm a journalist. What do you think I'm doing, you psychopath? What do you think I'm doing?
Now, get off my property right now.
What do you think
Get
I'm
off
doing?
my property right now.
I'm off your property.
This is my property.
Well, do you see me not moving?
All the way to the cul-de-sac.
Calm down.
Get off my fucking property.
Get that gun out of your hand,
Get off my fucking property.
Get that gun out of your hand, you
I'm a goddamn Connecticut State Trooper.
I don't care who you are.
Trespassing
I don't care
on
who you
my
are.
fucking property.
I don't care who you are.
Get off my fucking property.
I don't care who you are.
Right now.
You spit in my face.
Get off my property right now.
You're going to jail now.
Get
Look
off
at
my
this.
property
Look
right
at
now.
this. He spit in my face. You're
right
going
in
to
my
jail.
face. I'm spitting as I'm talking to you.
No, you spit
Get
in
off
my
my
face.
property.
You spit in
right
my face.
now.
You spit in my face.
Get off my property.
You're going to jail.
Right now.
I'm going.
Get off my property.
I've been going.
Right
Since the
now.
moment you told me.
Get off
That's
my
not
property.
how criminal trespass
right
works,
now.
psycho.
Get
You're
off
a
my
psycho,
property.
bro.
Right
Look
now.
at the gun in his hand. This guy's
Goddamn
crazy.
right. I'm a Connecticut State Trooper.
I don't give a shit who you
are.
are.
Trespassing on my property.
That doesn't matter. You can't
threatened
break
to
the law.
kill me.
I didn't.
You threatened to
You
kill me
lied.
online.
Right. No, I
Get
did
off
not.
my fucking
You're a
property.
liar.
Right now.
You are a liar.
Right now.
Look, see the big
Get off
beautiful
my
billboard
property.
truck? It's all being recorded.
I don't care.
It's all being. I
Get
know you
off
don't
my
care.
property
Because you don't face any
right now.
consequences.
Get
You
off
don't
my
face any
property
consequences.
right now.
Don't
This is
spit in
the
my
biggest
face.
mistake you ever made.
No, it's not.
This is the biggest mistake
you
you ever made.
No,
Get
it's
off
not.
my property right now.
It's not the biggest mistake
Get
I
off
ever
my
made.
property right
it's
now.
It's not the biggest mistake.
Get off
you
my
spit in my face.
I didn't spit in your face.
You disgusting.
I was spitting on you.
Yeah.
Why I'm yelling at you to get off my property right
Get
now.
off. I'm off your property. Now what? Now what? Look at the gun in his hand.
That's right. I have a gun in my hand. I'm a goddamn Connecticut State Trooper.
I don't care.
You threatened to kill me online.
No, I did not.
So I'm protecting myself and my family.
No, I did not.
Don't ever fucking come back to my house again.
No problem. I'll stand right here with my billboard truck.
You go right ahead.
Yeah.
Go right
No
ahead.
problem.
I don't care.
You spit in my face, you're
Don't
going to jail.
ever come back to
You're
my
going to jail.
fucking house
You're
again.
going to jail.
Don't ever
You're
come
going
back to
jail.
my house
It's okay
again.
for you to assault people and break people's property, but I can't ask questions about
You're a
your
fucking
overtime.
liar.
About
You're
your
a
overtime,
my
$75,000
More than
for
that,
a
buddy.
desk job.
More than
More
that.
than that, right? More than that. Look at these guys. Look.
Enter Groton PD stage left. And who gets cuffed? Not the armed, spitting officer. No, it's Reyes and his cameraman for the heinous crime of filming in public and asking questions. Their charges: first-degree criminal trespass, breach of peace, and, get this, voyeurism with malice, because nothing screams malicious voyeur like pressing a doorbell and walking away.
If we think there's an active disturbance, then we respond code 3, which means lights and sirens, and we're in an emergency response.
Do you see the spit on my face?
I don't.
You don't see the
really
spit on my
don't.
face? Well, I have it on camera. He spit in my face. I want him arrested. He spit in my face.
All right.
On camera.
Okay.
I want you to lock him up. He spit in my face. You understand that?
Okay.
If I spit in your face, what would happen to me?
Okay. Here, listen. Let's just.
I knocked on a door and he spit in my face. You can't do that.
Okay. I got what you're saying. Let's just take a step
There's
back
spit
here.
all-
Let's find out what happened. The whole story.
All right, I'm going to tell you really quick what happened, okay?
No, tell me. Take your time.
Okay. I'm an
I got a
independent.
camera on too, so
sure.
we're good.
I'm an independent journalist.
Okay.
I'm here peacefully protesting. This man, as you can see from the video footage right here, assaulted me, stole my camera from me. He was never held accountable. I got a tip as an independent journalist that he is cooking the books when it comes to his overtime. I did some research. He gets $75,000 of overtime a year, and he's a desk sergeant. So I thought that was interesting, so I wanted to follow up on it. I went up here. There's no trespassing signs. I'm very familiar with the law. There aren't any no trespassing signs or anything like that. I went up, knocked on the door. He answered the door. I said, "Do you have any comment?" He said, "Get off my property." I immediately started, and his camera will show that. Because I know the law, I don't break the law, sir. I immediately started backing up while continuing to ask him questions. He went back inside, closed the door, would have been the end of it. He came back out with his gun in his hand, got inches from my face. No, I would say less than inches from my face, real up to my face, and spit in my face. It's all over my face right here. All this wet is not sweat. He spit in my face as I'm leaving his property, as he asked me to do. Sergeant, how you doing? My name is Sean.
Tyler D'Angelo. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
How you doing? I'm Tyler.
He's just a camera guy. He's just recording.
trying to be nice.
I appreciate that, Sergeant. Sergeant, I'm an independent journalist. I'm an activist. This is Sergeant Bryan Fahey here. Okay. As you can see, he's assaulted me, taken my camera multiple times. Right, he's a Connecticut State Trooper. He's a sergeant for the Connecticut State Trooper. He works in pistol permits.
Okay.
I got a tip that somebody said that he is currently cooking the books when it comes to overtime.
Let's get into the real questions. Was Fahey on the clock? Did we pay for his little tough guy routine? Is pulling a gun and spitting on someone now part of Connecticut State Police overtime protocol? Asking for Long Island Audit.
So I wanted to get his side of the story, see why does he have $75,000 of overtime as a desk sergeant? Why does he have that? It just seemed, I saw it online and I was like, let me go ask him. And at the same time, protest with my billboard truck here. I go up to his door, knock on the door. He opens it up. I start asking him questions. He says, you're on my property, leave. I know the law. I immediately started backing up and getting off of his property while asking him questions still.
Was that like up the road?
Yeah, right up the road. He says there's a no trespassing sign.
Okay.
That sign just says private road. It doesn't say no trespassing. Okay. Again, I was on the lookout. It's all recorded. Is there any updates on, because obviously I want to press charges for him spitting in my face that I showed the sergeant here on camera. So what's going to happen with that?
So we went through the assault statute specifically, and there's nothing that specifically states that spitting on somebody is an assault unless it caused you physical pain.
No more bullshit, babe, you're done.
So there is no charge. You're telling me, as a sergeant of the Groton Police Department, you're telling me there is no charge for a grown man spitting in another grown man's
telling you
face.
that it doesn't fit assault.
Well, what does it fit? Isn't that your job to find out? What does it fit? Like what crime it is?
Breach of peace, but you're on his property. You interacted. You engaged the interaction. I mean.
So if it's a breach of peace, arrest him for a breach of peace.
Well, that's the other issue that we're going down right now. Is you guys are also in violation of a breach of peace.
No.
As well as.
I mean, take us both then. Take us both then. It's not voyeurism. It's not voyeurism to knock on somebody's door. That's not.
It is. If he has a reasonable expectation of privacy and you invade on his curtilage.
No.
And you're recording.
You're wrong, but do it. Then I will gladly go take the ride, arrest us both for a breach of peace.
Well, then turn around for me.
Do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous.
It's the same tragic script. A citizen invokes their rights, an officer takes it personally, ego gets triggered, guns come out, the Constitution gets stuffed back in the glove box. They say what we need is more training. Maybe what we actually need is fewer people with authority complexes, sidearms, and state paychecks. So, here we are again. Another state-sponsored meltdown. Another arrest to remind us who the law really protects. Another cop who face absolutely zero consequences. But it's fine. We're told it's all for our safety. All to protect us from, doorbell presses. Because the only thing more dangerous than a bruised ego in uniform is when we've allowed that ego to be backed by state power, protected by policy, and paid overtime to weaponize fear.
What an injustice.